So you've probably noticed that AI tools feel like they're getting smarter by the minute, right? But what's happening right now is something, well, it's a much bigger deal than just getting a better answer from a chatbot. It's a fundamental shift. We're stepping into the age of what we're calling super assistants. So let's break down what that actually means. Okay, this right here really says it all. The old way, that's what we're used to. You give the AI a very specific instruction like write this one email. It's a one-and-done task. But the new way, it's about giving it a goal. A big, messy, multi-step goal like organize my entire week. See the difference? You're not the one typing in every little command anymore. You're the director. And that, well, that changes absolutely everything.
All right, so we're talking about a huge leap forward, going from just an operator to being the director. But what does that really mean? What exactly is a super assistant agent? To get a handle on this, we've got to look past the basic chatbots we know and define what makes these new tools so incredibly powerful.
Okay, here it is. The key word is autonomy. Think about it like this. You just tell it the destination. You don't give it turn-by-turn directions. The agent figures out the whole journey on its own. It understands what you want, it plans out all the little steps, and it just does them, all without you having to constantly check in. It's really the difference between asking for directions and having a personal chauffeur who already knows the fastest way to get there.
All right, let's make this super concrete. Let's take that goal from before. Organize my week. What happens next? First, the agent really has to understand what that means. Then it starts breaking it down. Okay, it thinks, I need to scan the calendar, figure out what's important, make a to-do list. Then comes the execution phase. It's actually doing the work, drafting emails for meetings, setting reminders on your phone, even blocking out deep work time in your calendar. And then finally, it comes back to you and says, here's the plan for your week. All you have to do is give it a thumbs up.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This ability to just plan and act on its own, it sounds a little bit like magic or maybe something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's not. It's actually grounded in some really cool tech that's happening right now. So let's pop the hood and take a quick look at what's driving this change.
So what's the tech inside? It really comes down to two key things working together. First, you've got these powerful generative models, the kind we're all getting used to. They are amazing at understanding language and finding patterns in tons of data. But here's the secret sauce, these new reasoning features. This is the part that lets the AI stop and think. It can look at what it's done so far, weigh its options, and decide what's the smartest thing to do next. That's the part that gives it that autonomy we were talking about.
Okay, so that's the tech, the how it works. But let's get to the really important question, the big so what. Why does any of this actually matter to you? How is this going to change your daily work, your productivity, your life?
And here's the crazy part. This isn't some 10 years from now kind of thing. It's already happening. You're seeing the first versions of this everywhere. You know those AI copilots in your browser that can summarize a long article for you? Yep, that's a little bit of agent-like behavior. Or those apps that can research a topic and spit out a first draft? That's an agent doing its thing. These tools are slowly but surely being woven into everything we use.
So what are the core benefits for you? Well, they're pretty huge. First off, the most obvious one, you get a ton of your time back. All that boring routine work, gone, off your plate. Second, agents don't make sleepy mistakes on repetitive tasks, so you get higher quality work. But the biggest win, the real game changer, is that it frees up your brain. It lets you focus on the big ideas, the strategy, the stuff that only a human can do, the stuff that really matters.
And this chart, wow, this just puts it all in perspective, doesn't it? Look at the bar on the left, before agents. Does that look familiar? For so many of us, that's our week. 80% just grinding through routine tasks with only a tiny slice left for strategy. The promise of agents is to literally flip that on its head. Imagine your work week looking like the bar on the right. Imagine spending the vast majority of your time on creative, strategic, high-impact work. That's the future we're talking about.
So, if that's what's happening now and in the near future, where does this road lead? What's the next chapter? Let's take a peek at what your future AI coworker might actually look like, because things are about to get really interesting.
This timeline kind of lays out the evolution perfectly. Right now, we're living in the Copilot era. These are AIs that help us with one task at a time. The next big step, and it's coming fast, is the Project Management Agent. This is an AI that can handle a whole workflow for you from beginning to end. But the true future, the mind-blowing part, is the Orchestrator. This is an AI that works across all your different apps. It's booking your travel, managing your expenses, coordinating with your team, basically running the background operations of your life for you.
I love this quote. Soon, we'll use them the way we use smartphones today. Just take a second to think about that. Your smartphone isn't just one thing, right? It's the portal to everything. Your bank, your friends, your work, your entertainment. That's the level of change we're talking about here. These agents won't just be another app you open. They're going to become the main way you interact with and manage your entire digital world.
And all of this leads us to one final, really important question. A question for you, really. As our AI tools stop being just tools and start becoming true agents, our role has to change too. If the AI is going to handle all the how-tos, our job becomes being crystal clear on the what and the why. So, the question to leave you with is this. When your AI becomes an agent, what will your role become?